What's up guys, it's Light Spiral here with the Hall of Light B7 Farmable team videos. For those of you who haven't seen any of the Farmable team videos on this channel before, basically what I do is I go over all 5 of the units, how to get them, what their purpose is in the team, as well as possible replacements for them. If you guys don't want to build this exact team, or if you already have a unit built that isn't one of these 5 that could possibly replace it, and you could just save the time by doing that. So the first unit we have here is Beretta, the Fire Sylph. It's a natural 4-star that you can get from Fusion. The next unit is a natural 3-star in the Light Inugami or Bela Dion. It has a secret dungeon on Light Day, so look out for that if you don't have it already. Colleen, the Fire Harpoo, is the next unit in here. It's a natural 2-star, and all natural 2-stars are very easily obtainable from Unknown Scrolls, Social Summons, the Magic Shop, as well as every single natural 2 in the game, including Light and Dark, have either a secret dungeon or available in a, what's it called, a scenario battle. And the next unit is Lapis, the Water Magic Knight, who is dead right now on the screen, but the reason for that is I have 0 runes on Lapis right now because I don't use her, and you get her when you clear Mount Sis boss for the first time, and if you already fed her, that's no problem at all, and I'll explain why later. The next unit I have is Bernard, the Wind Griffon. You can get this unit from any Timor Desert level on any difficulty, and it's a natural 3-star, if I didn't say that already. So now the purposes and possible replacements. Beretta is in here. He doesn't really have a crucial role, but there's kind of 2 reasons why he's in here. First reason is that he has a speed leader skill which works in dungeons. It works everywhere, but for the sake of this, I just care about whether it works in dungeons or not. And the other reason is his 3rd skill does 2 continuous damage effects that last for 3 turns on the full team, which helps kill the boss really quick. Or it's not really quick compared to other bosses, but for this boss, because this boss has a thing called Iron Guardian, which makes it so its defense is 500% increased, which basically means that your attacks do next to no damage at all. So continuous damage will always do the same 5%, so it helps you kill the boss quicker. Possible replacements for him is there's a ton of things you could do to replace him, because he's not really like a crucial role in the team. He's just kind of there to help speed things up a little bit. So like replacements for him is it could be another damage dealer if you're running it fast and you can do it with another damage dealer. It could be a full team defense buffer. It could be a full team attack speed slow. It could really be anything that you want it to be, but I use Beretta here just because it helps speed it up and it helps make it more safe by increasing your attack speed. And so yeah, I said replacements for him. The next unit, Bela Dion. She's in the team, honestly, for all 3 of her skills. The defense break is very helpful to kill the boss quicker because it has so much defense. The buff strip 2nd skill helps take the defense buff off. Every time the left crystal moves, the boss gets a defense buff, so this will make it so the boss doesn't get the defense buff, which is nice to help it kill it quicker once again. And then the heal, so replacements for Bela, I'd honestly recommend you just go ahead and get Bela and make it 5-star. You could probably even get it to work as a 4-star for this B7 dungeon, but you're going to want to eventually 5-star Bela anyways, and even 6-star Bela anyways. But replacements for Bela, I do recommend you just go ahead and get Bela. You could honestly just use any healer to replace Bela. Of course, if you use a healer that doesn't have a defense break or a buff strip, then your runs aren't going to be as fast, but they could be just as safe as it is with Bela. So that's that. Next unit I have here is Colleen, the Fire Harpoo, who is in here for 2 reasons and kind of like a half reason, if that makes sense. First reason is the attack buff, which helps you kill the boss quicker. A big theme in this B7 is kill the boss quicker, because this boss takes forever to kill when you're like first doing it. And I don't know about B7, but my first B10 runs in Hall of Light were about 5 minutes, so it's like that's a long time to be doing one dungeon run. So any attack buffs, any defense breaks, any continuous damage is really appreciated. So she's in here for the attack buff, and then her first skill does the weaken attack on the boss to make sure your team doesn't die from the boss. And the half reason I was mentioning was her third skill also does a heal, which is helpful. I don't recommend you use it, Colleen, as the only healer, but Colleen's heal combined with Bela's heal is going to keep your team alive just fine. Replacements for Colleen, in all reality, is any attack buffer that's a consistent full team attack buffer could be used to replace Colleen, but it's also really helpful to have the attack break on the boss at all times. So like I said, replacements could be anyone with an attack buff, or it could be any extra healer, but I do recommend if you're going to replace Colleen, replace her with an attack buffer. Next unit is Lapis, Water Magic Knight. She's in here for one reason only, it's to deal damage. That's why I said it's no big deal if you already fed her, because it's Hall of Light, so you can literally use any damage dealer of any element, preferably one that ignores defense. It's going to kill the boss a lot quicker, but it doesn't have to ignore defense. But so any damage dealer can replace Colleen. And then Bernard, the Wind Griffon, is in here for mainly one reason, and that is his third skill, the full team attack speed buff is very useful just to help keep your team alive and keep getting more turns. And then if you're not using Colleen, then his second skill provides a attack debuff on the boss, which is going to be very useful. But if you're using Colleen already, then it's already going to have an attack buff whether you use Bernard or not. But so replacement for Bernard, anyone that does a full team speed buff that is on a relatively low cooldown, so like I'm not going to list all the speed buffers in the game, but just speed buffers is what's going to help you to replace Bernard. That's kind of the team, and really all I have to say about it. If there's anything else or any other dungeons that you're having trouble clearing, feel free to tell me in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to make a video on it as soon as possible. I can make a video on any dungeon B1 through B10, except I cannot make a Necro B8 through B10 video, so if you're looking at that, I can't do it, but I assume no one's looking at Necro B10 that's watching this video, because I don't know how you'd be wanting to make a Necro B10 if you can't clear Light B7. But that's all I have for today though, guys, so may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows.